Thanks very much. Before I kick off, I'll just say a quick thank you to Endeavour for sponsoring this event as well. I'd also like to thank Imodium for sponsoring me for the next 10 minutes and getting me through this. So yeah, I'm Willie Watt, and I've been asked to give you my personal view on step change and safety since joining the step change leadership team in June. In an ideal world, everyone who works in the UK oil and gas sector should know who step change are. Step change persistence and continually pushing their message of trying to make our workplace the safest in the world should resonate throughout our industry. The step change agenda should be driven by management through safety reps to their constituents who they represent. Indeed, all safety reps should be using step change not only for advice, but as an invaluable source of material for their safety meetings. This, combined with the right attitude, will go towards becoming a successful safety rep. So I've been termed a successful safety rep, but why? The main reason was that I was inspired. When I first became a rep, I attended the HSE's first ever workforce involvement group at Murrayfield. There I heard a gentleman, Mikey Craig, speak about his experience in the night of the Piper Alpha disaster. For me, that was the turning point. From there I saw the way that things were done and knew they could be done better. I put my own time, not the company's, into researching data and making my own presentations, something better for the guys to digest. And I wanted to test the system, to actually show my workmates they had a voice that would not only be listened to, but acted upon. But all of this doesn't make success alone, no. If I didn't believe in what I was doing, nor if any of my colleagues or the management around me did, then none of what I did I wouldn't have been able to do what I did. The simple fact is a safety rep is only as good as the leaders around him. So what about step change? To me, step change works on exactly the same principle. It will only be a success with the team around it and the buy-in from everyone in the industry. You've heard from the two previous speakers about the great things that step change have done, and you've heard from Martin how his company have benefited by embracing the step change agenda and workforce engagement. But one thing troubles me. What about the rest of us? Step change has never wavered in their underlying message and has had success in almost all of its aims, but the one I feel we're lacking in is our workforce will be fully engaged in health and safety. Since joining the step change leadership team in June, I made a point of asking people at the heliport and contractors offshore, what do you know about step change? And what does it do for you? When approximately 90% of the people meet your first question with a blank expression or a couple of swear words, you know the second question is more or less null and void. No one I spoke to could tell me who step change actually were and what we did. Although a few did say they were something to do with safety. The fact that no one could tell me it's because you wear green armbands in the chopper or green helmets when you're offshore for the first time, or even the Vantage POB card you hold in your hand with the step change logo on it, all of these things came from step change. Then I asked myself, well, does it matter? Does it matter that not everyone knows us? The intelligent answer is no, it doesn't, as long as the effects of what we've put into place are being felt on a day-to-day basis. However, the engagement answer is yes. It does matter if we truly believe we need an engaged workforce. So what's happened? Since 1997, you can see a massive drop in LTIs in the first 5 years. After that, it seems to plateau. I believe when step change was first set up, everyone did know who we were. And then over the last 10 years, step change has simply dropped off the radar. Being off the radar, step change has to a point become faceless. OILC aren't. They turn up at the heliport, they hand out flyers, they hand out their newsletter every month, but we are not. It's a sad fact when you consider the work that comes from step change and continues to come from step change. Admit it or not, with most companies, there's a huge gulf between the step change initiative and the workforce itself. So can we say we've got a truly engaged workforce? Here's a starter for 10. There were 50 free places given for safety reps to this breakfast a month prior to this. How many do you think replied? The answer is 4. 4 out of 500 plus emails that were sent out to safety reps does not say to me that we've got a fully engaged workforce or that we're supporting our safety reps. Remember, Step Change has 98 member companies with thousands of employees. So is this the response we should be getting? So why is this? Does it only say only a few can truly be bothered? Step Change shouldn't be like the House of Lords, where all the majors sit at the front making all the noise and all the others sleep idly in the back benches. And it isn't about big companies telling little companies this is the way it's done. They may have glossier brochures stating this, but the big guys are far from perfect. True workforce engagement is more than simply having your workforce following the rules. Some of us are so concerned with our company's brand that we lose the potential contribution Step Change has to offer. The days of holding our cards close to our chest should be gone. The only way to move forward is what I call the 3 C's. Collaborate, share your good news. Communicate, share your bad news. And commit, just bloody do it. So there's more to do and you can help. Only with the quality of your participation will we be able to move forward as an industry. Ask yourselves, can we do better? How has Step Change improved? Well, we're improving on loads of fronts in the workforce involvement side. In 2011, the Step Change leadership team made a massive step forward by inviting a group of safety reps to sit at the Step Change leadership team. This group, which I'm a member, are known as the G12 and are a selection of 12 super intelligent and good-looking safety reps who have the potential, who have seen the potential of this opportunity and have stepped up to the mark. Other ways we can improve are by making ourselves visible again, handing out flyers at the heliport, embrace the beast that is social media, your Twitters, Facebooks, communicate better with safety reps and the workforce. But here's the biggie. The workforce engagement tool. So how can we all improve? This is where this comes in. The workforce engagement tool is probably Step Change's best work to date. This tool will help us show a company its true strengths and weaknesses from your workforce's point of view. Not only that, but Step Change will show you where to improve and how to do it with the results. Step Change have said this isn't just another survey tool, but it can help us all. So let's test it. Whether in a good place or a bad place at the moment, let's see if we really can improve. I challenge us, all of us, to use this tool. And what's it going to cost? Nothing, if you consider the cost of training someone and then the cost of not. So what's it feel like today? Safer, definitely. In 2010, Step Change committed to reducing hydrocarbon releases by 50%, and as you can see, we're well on track. We have fewer leaks, fewer sparks, and hence less chance for ignition. However, if we really want to improve further in the future, we really need to nail the workforce engagement and human factor side of things. So in a sense, our hydrocarbon world actually needs sparks, intellectual sparks. And to quote a German philosopher, without inspiration, the best powers of the mind remain dormant. There is a fuel in all of us which needs to be ignited by sparks. So don't just tick the Step Change box and get the certificate on the wall and be done with it. Get on board, properly on board, and that way we'll ensure the next 15 years are even more successful than the last. Thank you.